Okay, Genesis, hopefully you can hear me. So, I forgot that I had taken a picture of your last quiz. So, I want to show you where you went wrong. On this one, where it says convert 5.43 meters to kilometers, and then it gives us the conversion, 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. So, you started out completely right. You took 5.43 meters and you put it over 1. And then you multiplied that, and you had your meters on the bottom and your kilometers on the top. But where you went wrong is, you see the conversion? It's 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. And you put the 1,000 on the top by kilometers. So the 1,000 needed to go on the bottom. 1,000 meters down here. 1,000 meters and 1 kilometer. And then you would have done the math and you would have gotten it completely right. So the right answer, it should have looked like this. Convert 5.43 meters to kilometers, and that was our conversion. 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. So we take the 5.43, put it over 1, and we have meters on the top, so we need meters on the bottom. So remember, our conversion is 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. So 1,000 meters and 1 kilometer. So 1,000 meters goes, the meters go on the bottom, right? So we can cross the meters out. Then we're going to divide 5.43 by 1,000, which is going to give us 0.00543 kilometers. Sorry, I'm out of focus. Okay, and then our significant figures match because we have 3 significant figures there, 3 significant figures here. Okay, so that was that number 1. So let's look. I'm going to show you number 2 up here. So this, you did all of this right, but the only part you got wrong on this second one was your exponent here. That was wrong. So let's look at how we do this on paper over here. Okay, so we're going to convert 3.90 megagrams to milligrams. So, and he gave us our conversion. 1 megagram is equal to 1 times 10 to the 6th grams. Sorry, focus is weirdo. And 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams. So it's a 2-step conversion. So we take what we know, 3.90 megagrams, that's a capital M over G. We're going to put that over 1. Then our first conversion, we need to get rid of our megagrams, so we're going to put megagrams on the bottom. So 1 megagram, so I'm going to write that 1 right there right now. 1 megagram is equal to 1 times 10 to the 6th. That's what e to the 6th means, right? 10 to the 6th grams. Now we need to get to milligrams, so we've got to do another conversion. This time grams is going to go on the bottom so we can cross it out. So let's look at this one. 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. Okay, now let's see. We want to end up with milligrams, right? So let's look at what we can cross out. So our milligrams are going to cross out. Our grams are going to cross out. And we're going to be left with milligrams. Okay. So now we have, now in his instructions, really quick, let's go over here. He said numbers smaller than 0.0001 and larger than 10,000 should be written in scientific notation. So 10 to the 6th is 1,000,000. So this has to be written in scientific notation. Now, let's look at it. 1,000, we know that's really 1 times 10 to the 3rd, right? Because there are 3 zeros. So we can write that 10 to the 3rd, 1 times 10 to the 3rd. So if we have 3.9 times 1, remember when we multiply powers of 10, we add the exponents. So we're going to say 6 plus 3, right? So our answer is going to be 3.90 times 10 to the 9th milligrams. Okay, so when we multiply powers of 10, we add the exponents. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Okay, so our answer is 3.9. So multiplied by 1 times 10 to the 6th and 1 times 10 to the 3rd is going to give us 3.9 times 10 to the 9th. You can also write this as 3.90 e to the 9th milligrams. That would also be right. Okay. Where you went wrong is you, I think, wrote an 8 there instead of a 9. So you just added your exponents wrong. So remember, 1,000 is 10 to the 3. So however many zeros you have is the number of the exponent when it's a base 10. Okay? All right, let's look at the next one. The next one says, convert 2.19 e to the 7th nanoliters to liters. So let me write that down here. So we're going to convert 2.19 times e to the 7th nanoliters to liters. And our conversion is 1 e to the 9 nanoliters equals 1 liter. Okay? Now he gave us all this information. Okay, what's the first thing we do? We take this and we put it over 1. So we're going to go 2.19 e to the 7 nanoliters. We're going to put that all over 1. And then we're going to multiply it, and we want nanoliters on the bottom, NL. Okay, what's our conversion? 1 times e to the 9. So 1 e to the 9 and 1 liter on the top. 1 liter. So our nanoliters are going to cross out. And now we're going to get 2.19. Now, when we have this on the top, so e to the 7, that's the same as 10 to the 7, right? And we have this on the bottom, e to the 9. Now, when we have these divided, we're dividing this now. When we divide it, we subtract our exponents. So we subtract these, okay? So our answer is going to be 2.19 e to the negative 2. Okay? We're going to get 2.19 times e to the negative 2 because we do 7 minus 9. So 7 minus 9 equals negative 2. All right? 7 minus 9 equals negative 2. Okay, so we have e to the negative 2. Oh, and what do we need to remember this is in? Is liters. So that's our answer. So when we divide exponents, we subtract the exponent. When we divide exponents, we subtract the exponent number. Okay? Now let's look at where you got that wrong on here. So it looks like when you got it wrong, let's see. You had that right. You set that up right. So it was just that rule of subtracting your exponents. Now, if you look, the answer was supposed to be, I'm going to write this below here, 0.0219 liters. So let's go and check my answer here. So if we have an e to the negative 2, that's the same as, 10 to the negative 2, right? So that means this -2 means that we move our decimal to the left 2 spaces. So if we look at that, we're going to go 1, 2, right? So there will be a 0 in front of there, which is this. And that's the answer. Okay, I'm going to stop this so this video doesn't get too huge, and I'm going to start another one.